When thinking about the subject of animal ethics, it brought to my attention the process of our dog breeding in today's time and the irresponsibleness that goes along with it. We as a society are starting to see the effects of irresponsible overbreeding in many dog populations. The desire to fix traits in our furry friends has a negative impact on the health and well being of these animals that we know and love so much. The common form of breeding, which is often referred to as line breeding, really means inbreeding, is known to cause genetic defects and diseases. The argument on why so many favor this kind of breeding between relatives is often done to get the most desirable traits in a dog and to intensify the breed's desired characteristics. It sounds all good on the surface, but when you look at the consequences that are to follow, it shows a different side of the story. These consequences usually take the form of skin conditions, nervous system disorders, joint problems, heart problems, and those are only some of the things that happen to these animals as a result to the line breeding, where you breed many different relatives together to get the same desired characteristics, but then the side effects outweigh the actual desired effect. Is the pain and the suffering of the animal actually worth it? Absolutely not. I don't think anybody can say that the pain and suffering of an animal is worth a desired trait. It's irresponsible and cruel. Dog breeders often do not care. Is these dogs being genetically manipulated for profit? We have to hold these breeders accountable for their actions and have better systems in place for breeding animals. So what can be done to curb these negative effects of dog breeding? What can we do as a society, as people who want our dogs to have long lifespans and live for long periods of time? What can we do to make it right for future generations? So there are millions of fine dogs who are adoptable that are waiting for new homes. You see shelters on the news all the time. They're always full of animals, but yet we see people don't ever want to go buy one from the shelter. They always go straight and get one from a dog breeder. And it's like, why, when there's millions already out there that need a home? We're furthering the overbreeding for these desired character traits, but yet we're not realizing what the damage is being done to our actual dog population. All these diseases, all these dogs that need hip replacements just from being overbred just so they can get a desired look out of a dog. With so many dogs not having a home, the best thing we can do without further legislation being passed is to adopt an animal that needs a home. Just adopt. We as people can make an impact on the dog breeding business until further legislation is passed and new laws are given any kind of consideration. This is how we can make our voices heard. The animals at your local pound or local shelter need a home. And this is the biggest way we can make an impact on the animals, or this is the biggest way we can make an impact on the dog breeding business. The more people who adopt, the more people who go to your local shelters and pick up stray dogs, the less money the dog breeders are going to make. And that's a big way I think we can make our voices heard as far as this issue goes, until we can force some sort of legislation. I know many things have been done in the past. If we all neglect the bad practices by not buying from breeders, they will certainly start to feel the negative effects. that really they have brought onto themselves, or will be bringing onto themselves, if everybody were to take a stand, because this issue is just simply not right.